So now we're going to look at what's called synthetic division. Synthetic division's great. It's a lot less writing than the long division. It's a little tricky to explain, but I'll try. I just have this example so you can just watch one, okay? The other thing with synthetic division is it only applies on a certain condition on the divisor. The divisor has to be able to be written in the form x minus c, okay? So if it can't be written like that, then you can't use synthetic division. But this can be. It's x plus 2, but we can write it as x minus a negative 2. Okay? So you're going to take whatever that c is, that number, negative 2 in this case, and you're going to put it over here, and you're going to put a box, like half a box around it. Okay? This is how I do it. Then what you do is you take all the coefficients off of the terms. Now again, you have to have the terms in the right order, and you can't have any missing terms. Well, if there's missing ones, you have to put zeros in. Okay, so you don't bother with the x's. You just take the 2, the 3, the 1, and the 8. And you want to spread them out a little bit so that it doesn't look like 23. Okay. Again, whatever my exponent is here, the highest exponent, 3, I should have one more, so I should have 4 terms here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we do with synthetic division is we're just working with the coefficients. Okay, so the negative 2 comes from the divisor over here. So you take like the opposite of whatever number is in there. It's going to be whatever x makes that term 0. So it's negative 2, put that in the box. Then you take all the coefficients from your dividend polynomial. Now leave a little space and draw a line. Or you can just watch me do it. I'm going to have like 3 examples of these also. The first number always comes straight down. So I just write a 2. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 2 and multiply it times the negative 2 and get negative 4. Then I add. So 3 and negative 4 is negative 1. And then I take the negative 1 times the negative 2. That's going to get me a 2. And then I add. Then I take the 3 times the negative 2, which is negative 6 in this case, and I add. Okay? And then whatever that last number is, I usually put a box around that too. Okay. So that is the division. We just did all the long division process. But what we have to do is we have to write the answer. So right now it's just a bunch of numbers, right? And you might be saying, well, that doesn't seem too bad, multiply and add, multiply and add. And you might be saying, I didn't get that. I need you to go over that again. Yep, I'm going to go over it again. In fact, I can redo this problem. But let me write the answer now. You go down a degree. So we started in our dividend with 2x cubed. That's going to become then 2x squared. And then they just go in order. This one's going to be minus x, minus 1x, plus 3. And this is your remainder. Sometimes it'll come out to be 0, but this time it didn't. So it's going to be plus 2 over, what was the divisor? X plus 2. And so that's the answer. It's another way to divide polynomials. Now you might be saying, oh, I'd rather just do it with long division. That's fine. We use synthetic division quite a bit in for certain things later on. We're not going to use it a ton this semester, but it's nice to know how to do synthetic division because then you don't have to do the long division sometimes. Okay, I'm going to redo this whole thing just so you can see it again. So this might be kind of a long video. There we go. Just start all over. Okay, so you look at the divisor. Take whatever x value would make that divisor equal 0. So you could say, when does x plus 2 equal 0? Negative 2, right? And it's not x equaling negative 2, but that might be confusing if I write it that way. All right, but it's negative 2 that goes in the box. All right? Then you take each of these coefficients. So the 2, the 3, the 1, the 8. And you draw a line. That's the setup. That's half the battle, is just getting the setup. Okay, you ready to do this? Bring the first number down, 2. Then, I don't remember what colors I even used. Take that times the -2, and that goes over a spot. So multiply, and then put it in the next spot over. Then you're going to add 3 and -4 is -1. And then we just continue that process. Take the -1 times the -2. That's 2. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. 3. So I got one more to do. 3 times -2, which is -6. And then I add 2. And that's going to be my remainder. Note to self, that's the remainder. Okay, so you've done the division. All you have to do is write the answer. You started with an x cubed. It always goes down a degree. So it's going to be 2x squared. From x cubed to x squared. Then it's going to be minus 1x. I wouldn't put the 1, but I did this time so you could see it. Plus 3, because now you're out of x's. You went from x squared to x to constant. Plus, and then the remainder has to be written over the original divisor. And that's your answer. So it probably was better that time. I have like 3 examples where we're going to do synthetic division. And